ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Live Chat with Josey. This evening, I'm going to be speaking to a Zimbabwean, but South African-based musician, Nox Guni. Many of you know him as Nox. Many of you know him these days as My Melody. He just released a new song that is so heated right now. He was featuring the Jerusalem guy. He's going to tell us more about it. We have Nox Guni this evening. Nox, good evening. How are you? Can you hear me, Nox?
I'm fine. I'm fine. How are you doing?
I'm fine. So
I can
welcome
hear
to
you, but
Live
you're
Chat.
very, very faint. I know I'm going to be struggling to hear you.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. We've tried the sound check for like 18 minutes, but let's just try our best. So it's a culture here on Live Chat with Josey, Nox, that I ask every guest to introduce themselves. I know you as Nox. I know you as Nox Guni. I know you as the Zaka boy. I know you as a musician. But who exactly is Nox Guni?
That's a very broad question. Knox is so many things. He's a lover, a father, a brother, and and a provider.
Uh-huh.
All those things in one. But I could say that Knox is someone who comes from Zaka. I grew up in Kwadzana, and I went to Ellis Rabbins High School. And then I went to MSU to get my first degree, and I graduated in 2007. And now I'm here trying to make it onto the international scene, to my people.
So, Nox, when did you find out that you had a talent, that you are a singer? When did you find out?
Um, it was a long time ago. I was still in Sunday school, I think. Mm. I could sing like someone's song with, let's say, a tenor part which is not there on the original song, and it would really sound nice.
Mm-hmm.
So people started noticing the talent that I had, because I knew all the parts of singing. Like there's soprano, there's alto, there's tenor, there's bass, there's baritone. I knew how all those parts could work beautifully to come up with a very nice, soothing sound. So that was back in the 90s, but I never thought that maybe one day I would be singing to the whole country to start with. You know, I remember I used to be so happy to see Anna Roy and Royce, doing their thing, and Asani Makalima. I was still a nobody then. And my wish that time was that if I could get to this guy's level, I'll be very, very happy. If I could meet them just to say hi. I was a groupie. but but I knew that I could sing. I just didn't know that I can sing stuff that can be appreciated by other people. I would sing stuff that I like, that I think sound nice, but that was just for my consumption. And then when I started singing, when I started playing on radio, well, you know the rest.
Mm. Okay, so Nox, then you were a groupie, Anasani Makalema and Rolls Royce and all these guys. But then when did you now make it like in the market for people to know who there is a guy from Zaka called Nox? And what song made people know you from?
Okay, my very, very first song that we released was called Iwe Maria, which was recorded by Roy. And that time they were working with a studio which was called That Squad Records. Yakazonzi Chamembe at a later stage.
Mm-hmm.
So that's when I did that song. And the moment we released it, I think in the very first week, it started making noise all over the country, and I could not believe it. Because I was in varsity at that time. I'm always talking about this story all the time, because it's very close to my heart. I was actually in varsity. I'd left Harare going to college. But when I left, nakasiyandaita song yoyo. And then I forgot about it. Because I would, like, before that, I go imbo to recorder, and then nothing will happen. So I thought, "Ah, it's just one of those things, you know. Could write a good song, but I'll never hear it on radio." And then it happened that I heard myself on radio for the first time when I was in college. That was a very, very humbling moment. And just, I think that is the song that introduced me to the people, because it also
Okay.
came with a video. And that time, a video of that nature with such quality, it was amazing. Even if you watch the video today, you can tell that this was some quality work. But this is like
Okay.
2 decades ago. So yeah,
Okay.
that's how
But do you remember?
I
But remind us. I mean, we have time, Nox. Remind us. Can you give us the chorus of that first song as we go through your journey of music?
okay. Ainzi Iwe Maria oh ini no kuda mazuva ose upenyu wedu onse baby Iwe Maria oh ini ndinodadane wendinofara kana uri pedyo ndinokuda iwe chido chemoyo wangu baby. Yeah.
Yes, I remember the song. Now I remember the song. Yes, I remember that song. I think I was,
Yeah,
I think I just finished school. Yes, I remember that song. So how has been the journey, Nox? I mean, when did you
high
leave?
school or varsity?
Anyway, stop asking such questions.
Sorry?
Anyway, I'm the one asking questions, not you. So tell me, how's been the
That's
journey?
right. Okay.
When did you leave Zimbabwe?
When did I leave Zimbabwe?
Yes.
I left in 2008. In fact, coming here was not something that we had planned to do. But my brother was already staying here, my older brother. And then that time, I was just starting to, be popular like all over Zimbabwe. Because I had done Nguva Ichauya, and it was Song of the Year in 2007. So what was happening is I had a manager who was a CEO or a director of a certain NGO. So these guys were supposed to take artists to all the provinces and tell people to register to vote. That was 2008. So we went to all the provinces, and that manager of mine told me that, yeah, now we've finished the whole Zimbabwe. We went to all provinces, educating people how to vote, how to register. And he said, now we are going to South Africa, the whole crew, to go and perform and teach people, knowledge to the people on how you can actually vote from the diaspora. And I didn't even have a passport.
Wow.
To start with. Because going out of Zimbabwe was the last thing on my mind. When things were really working out for me, music side. That attention, man, was just good. Then I thought to myself, okay, South Africa, nobody knows me there. I only have a brother of mine who's staying there. Okay, that's fine. So we took that emergency passport. Then I came this side with all the guys that were performing. And then I went to see my brother, the older brother of mine, who was staying here already. Man, I tell you, the life that he was living, I was like, wow, this is nice. I should come back here and settle down.
Compared to home.
Yeah, so I went back to see him after the show. Then I quickly came back, just to try and live that life that he was living. I was so motivated because I've got a degree in marketing management. I thought to myself, you know what? let me just focus on what I went to school for. And then probably this music thing, as we go, you know, I'll be having money to fund myself to do the music and to make sure that the world knows about me. That's how I came to South Africa. And I came back, started working for a bit, and I was like, you know what, music is my calling. Let me use my degree, which is of marketing management. Let me use my degree to serve my talent, to make sure that the world knows about me through what I went to school for. So I know how to market. I know how to talk. I know how to yeah. So yeah, basically, I think that's how I got to be here.
Okay. So how has been for you in South Africa? What was the first song that you produced when you went to South Africa? What is it called?
Which song?
When the first one in South Africa. We spoke about the one in Zimbabwe. Now, when you moved to South Africa, what was your first song?
No, you know what? It was a continuation of what was happening in Zim. The community, the Zim community, was already visible here in South Africa. So when I came here, of course, it was bit by bit, I would meet one or two people that know me, you know, around Joburg. That was basically it. It wasn't like, wow, in a rare way, I could not even walk in the streets without being mobbed by people. But then the same hit song that I had in Zimbabwe, here, it was also a hit. Because people from diaspora, they look at what is happening on the market in Zim. Then they take that. They also say, okay, this is nice. So they buy into whatever Zimbabwe is buying into, because you're in the diaspora, you don't really know what's going on the ground.
So Nox,
so that song continued with me here.
Okay, why is it that it's very, very difficult to have our Zimbabwean artists like on the international market? Why is it so difficult? What is going wrong?
Okay, number one, let me tell you the biggest thing, the biggest problem that we have as Zimbabweans. The economy is bad. The economy is not like where it's supposed to be. So it can't really push the arts industry, because that's not bread and you know what I'm saying? So the economy basically can just block you from being an international artist. You don't have funding, because on an international level, people are spending big monies for their videos, for PR, for promotion, for radio tour, whatever it is. These guys are spending to make sure that their brands go forward. So no matter how talented you are, as long as you don't have money, you're just going to be a talented broke person.
But Nox, the economy wasn't like this, so like way back when you started, right? It wasn't as bad as it is now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I say the economy was not as bad as it is now when you started your musical career, right?
Yes, it was not as bad as it is now. But I tell you what, back then, we could not afford to even buy a car. So every one of us, we were traveling all over Zimbabwe using public transport. And that was not bad because nobody had cars that time. So we'd all get into a combi, a bus, and go wherever we want to go. But now, these guys are driving nice cars, you know, because probably it's now starting to pay to be a musician in Zim. I'm not really sure. But the biggest problem that we have is financial problem. We don't have education regarding the music industry. You know, I really think artists and managers, they need to research on a daily basis what is happening on an international platform. That's where we always lose it. Even the sound changes gradually because music evolves over time. So that knowledge of what to have or what to do on an international platform, we lack that knowledge because we do not have an industry in Zimbabwe to start with of music. In Zimbabwe, if you do a song this afternoon, at night, it might be in the charts already. Which doesn't happen, in the real world here. You have to spend on PR, you have to spend on quality, high budget videos for you to be able to compete at that level. But we do have the talent. I don't want to lie about that. We've got so much talent. We just need to be supported by the corporate world, by the government. We need all the support that we can get so that we can compete with the other players on the same level that we want to be.
But how has it been for you then? We see that you're making waves. You even have a collabo that you did, or you featured rather, Master KG recently in your latest song. So how has it been for you there in South Africa?
It wasn't easy. I don't want to lie to you. It was not easy. That's why they say easy come, easy go. If you wake up one day and you're a superstar, you never worked for it, it will just go away just like that whenever it wants to. This is something that I've worked for a very long time and hoping and praying that I will have a collaboration with someone that can actually help me in terms of growth of my brand and also to increase my market. That's what happened. And Master KG really wasn't in my plans when we started. We wanted to work with someone else in that camp. And then unfortunate events happened. I could not do a song with that person that time.
Okay.
Because of one reason or the other. We ended up doing with Master KG. And when we did it, he was not as big as he is now.
Okay, so you did so you did My Melody before Jerusalem.
No. Jerusalem was released in December last year. And this song, that My Melody, we did it in the first half of the year.
Okay.
But Jerusalem was not that big.
Yes.
So sometimes, you just look at things, how they happen and how they unfold. I did this song before he became this person. Now he is big. And, the ripple effects of his success are also coming to me, because whenever you talk about Master KG, somewhere along the lines there, you will hear my name.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, so music is not just a form of entertainment, Nox. It is a business which can actually sustain an economy. If you look at Nigeria, their entertainment is much it contributes to the economy. I'm sure we all know. So I think Zimbabwean musicians are looking at the entertainment side of music. And as a marketer, how are you planning to develop your business side of music to make sure that at least it can actually grow the economy of Zimbabwe in a way with other artists, with other musicians?
Well, this question comes almost all the time. You don't wake up one day and know how to monetize the music. So something that you just wake up and say, okay, I want to monetize my music and get money out of it. There's so many processes that artist managers have to understand. When you're talking of Vevo right about now, Vevo is the most paying, what can I say? It's the most paying digital store. It's bigger than Spotify, bigger than Apple, bigger than Deezer and all of them. But because we might not have that information, we will not focus on Vivo. So monetization comes with so many different things. There is also what is called publishing. Once song can change somebody's life if you do it correctly. Publishing is whereby they take your song, they make money, like to be played in movies, adverts, corporates, whatever. That is the publishing side of it, which has got nothing to do with you singing. Just because your song is playing maybe in Nando's, wherever, you're supposed to get paid for it. But where we're coming from, we don't know these things. We just know that when you do a hit song,
you enter
you
chicken in. You enter chicken in, you hear your song playing, you're like, oh wow, at least they're playing my song, not knowing
that's it. Yeah, that's what we say. Wow. And that's it. That's what we say. Wow, I'm playing that KFC there. Yeah, nice. No. That's not what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to know who gave them the song. And are they paying royalties for that? Because you cannot be played anyway in a public space, in a public platform, and not get paid for it. But we don't know that because our industry is not like that. So that's why in the knowledge and researching about how the industry is working is very, very important.
Marilyn Mel here says your music is always played in Nando's. That's a comment that just came in. So she's telling you that your music is actually always played in Nando's. Maybe you should go and claim your royalties.
It's true actually, not just in the UK, even in the States, in Australia, New Zealand, they're playing my music. So because I signed a publishing contract with a certain company, these guys will go and collect royalties from wherever the song is playing. That's what their job is. But an ordinary Nox from Kwadzana might not know these things. That's when you find out that someone else who has got the ideas and brains can take a hit song of a popular artist and upload it on his own private channel and make money out of it without the artist knowing.
Yeah. Anyway, I need to for some people that don't know this song, I want to know this song. No. Maybe I started it.
Yeah.
There was a time in my life when I thought I was cursed.
Is it something that you really went through? There's a time that you felt you were cursed, or this has got nothing to do with you? Because this song, I listened to the lyrics like deeply. It spoke to my soul. It spoke to my heart. What inspired you to actually write this song? Yes.
I'm gonna be honest with you on this one. I was not inspired by anything or anyone. I was just inspired by the beats because we went to the studio, to Master KG studio, when we sampled the beats like 20, 30, 50 beats. Then I just chose that one. I loved it. So to me, it sounded like on that particular song, on that particular beat, you need a vibe and a song with this concept. So which is what I did. Just a love song, praising the woman or the man in your life. And just telling the whole world that this is the woman that I am in love with, like so much. It wasn't really about me. Because every time I'm writing something, I put myself in someone's shoes who is going through that situation. That's why most of my songs, you can feel them inside. You can feel them. Because I mean it when I'm singing this particular theme, I mean it. I'll be in that zone. Even if we did and I end up, it was nothing, it had nothing to do with me. But I just put myself in those shoes.
And there you were not. And And there I was thinking, Kuti, that the woman in your life is a very lucky and blessed woman. You sang this song for her. So it's just for us to play for our lovers.
No. I'm talking about that particular song.
Yes.
My melody, no. I've done tracks for her.
Okay.
Even my previous album. Yeah, she'll tell you. I'm sure you've got a number. My previous album, almost all of it was inspired by her.
Okay. Oh wow,
And
that's
even this
good.
one,
Mm-hmm.
even what I'm working on now, she's got some inspiration, in some of the songs that I'm doing.
Okay. So can we say, I'm not getting so much into detail, but have you made what you really expected with the song, from the song My Melody?
No. Of course, it did a lot of, well, it's doing a lot of justice to the investment we made for that video. But I don't think up to now it has really reached its potential. That's why you see, if you want to go and check the views on that video, every day it's adding 15,000 or 20,000 views every day. So I'm not there yet where I want to go. If Master KG could hit 100 million in 8 months, I can also do it.
You can, Nox, you can, because Master KG, he didn't, Jerusalem, like you said. When it started, we just heard, Master KG, there's this thing, what is that line he likes to say in his songs? You have it also in My Melody. There's a part that is always, what is that?
Chorus.
No, there's a part here, Master KG, he puts that in all his songs.
Oh, one famous.
Aha! So when Jerusalem was released, then nobody even took it serious. But like why I'm telling you, you can still make it. Look at Jerusalem now. The whole world knows about that song. So it can still be the case with you also, even My Melody or any other song that you did in the past. But how do you also find, can you find ways to also assist some youths that also want to become musicians, how they can make money from YouTube, etc. Nox? Any advice to them before we round up?
Okay. Yeah, I really help a lot of people with what I can, and what I can offer is usually advice. With the guys, if you want to get here, this is what you need to do for you to get there. Because I've been in this industry for a long time, long enough to know that I've tried all the options to become an international artist, and it hasn't been working until now. So I really, everyone who wants help, I help. I also have a studio, so I also record my youth studio. This is the studio, by the way.
Oh, nice. That's nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I help with what I can.
All right. So what about YouTube? Can you make money from YouTube?
I think you're not listening when I told you about Vivo. Vivo is a digital store which is under YouTube.
Okay.
And it pays more per stream, more than Spotify, more than Apple, more than Deezer. Vivo is the most paying digital store. So artists, what they need to do is they need to make sure that they're getting good numbers on Vivo, because that is directly equals to money. Most artists, and I don't blame them, most artists just want to have a hit song and be on number one. Most artists, that is their dream. I've passed that stage. Being number one doesn't even make me happy. I want to make money and have a decent living out of music and drive those sports cars. That's what I want to do. If it's possible.
Okay. No, I actually heard you when you spoke about Vivo and all this, but these are questions when I put up the flyer in the morning that I'll be having you. Many people wanted me to ask you, especially specifically that question that how can they make money from YouTube? So if you say Vivo is under YouTube, then it's clear because I want all the questions that I had to be answered today. Many artists, many young artists upcoming are actually looking up to you.
And also to add on that, YouTube also pays, but it doesn't pay as much as Vivo. YouTube, what do they do? Yeah, but you need to monetize your page, your channel. There's a certain way of doing it so that your channel starts making money. Most people have got YouTube channels, but only a few know that you can monetize your content there and be able to make a lot of money and a good living out of it, a decent living out of just YouTube. So our artists, they need to understand the importance of these things, these social media platforms and these avenues of getting music to the people in such a way that it's paying you. The more your video is played, the more the fame, but most importantly, the more the moolah.
Yeah, it's all about the moolah, huh? Okay, so somebody's asking here for me to ask you if you work with Passion Java. I don't know if there's something in the pipeline. I don't know why I should ask you that question.
Well, I really don't I don't like to announce stuff that is not ready for announcement. Java is a good friend of mine. We were together when he came to Johannesburg, and he's someone who is really passionate about music and he wants to see artists, going far. And we had our plans, and you never know. Maybe one of these days you'll hear something that me and him have done. He's done.
Yeah, true. All right. So obviously, I cannot let you go without you singing the hit song we have these days. So I need the chorus. When I played it, yes, someone actually said, Josey, do you have the rights? Zuckerberg can switch off the live. So at least I have you so you can sing the chorus for us before we let you go.
Do you want me to sing on top of it or just to sing a cappella?
No. I won't play it because someone already told me that Zuckerberg might switch off my live. Do I have rights? So I don't have rights. So you can just sing the chorus for us.
Who says switch it off?
Epi mwana wangu says, do you have rights, Josey? Unodzimirwa live na Zuka iye Nox aripo. So you can sing for us.
He's telling the truth. Because nowadays you cannot really play someone's music without having proper
right
from the artist. You're the melody. You're the song of my life.
Melody. Thank you so much, Nox. Thank you so much. I love the song. I mean, it's on repeat. It's on repeat. Thank you so much. But well done. Any last words? Any last words? Any inspirational words to our viewers this evening?
Yes. Probably this is a platform that I got to really say this. I hope and wish our people would support each other. Because as a unit, if we do this as a unit, we will get far. There is no room for beef of Zimbabwe. Whether it's the promoters, whether the artists themselves, there's no room for that. We're a very small country, 15 million people. We need to be united. Mapumo says, tinokunda zvinhu zvakawanda tikataura nezviri mumwe chete iwe nyika dziri kure dzinotinzwa. That's exactly what I'm trying to tell you. We need to be united in everything, not just music, not just music. Everyone who is doing something needs to be supported. That's the only way we can go forward if we are united. We are one family at the end of the day. There's no need to be jealous that, okay, this person is doing so many hits, therefore I shouldn't support him. We are one family. Let's speak with one voice. There is power in numbers.
United we stand, divided we fall. Thank you so much, Nox, for joining me tonight on Live Chat with Josey. Hope to have you again when you release another new hit. Huh?
I don't go. Thanks a lot, Josey, for having me.
All right, okay. Everybody who joined us today as I was hosting Nox Guni, all the way from South Africa, is a Zimbabwean artist. Until next time, I'm Josey Mahachi, signing out.